Hey, I won this tournament called Valhalla 5. It was my first European major. Let's watch the matches. Boom. This wasn't my first match of the tournament. It was actually my first matches were in pools, but this was my first bracket match. It was against Shinzou. I think Shinzou is well, a good rest read. I mean roll read. I think Shinzou is the best Zelda in EU, right? I don't think there's maybe like a Secret Sheik main has a better Zelda, but like definitely when we're talking solo Zeldas, Shinzou definitely the best. Oh, I could have rested there. While the match is going on, I'll just talk about my pools matches for a bit. I don't think I lost a match in pools at this tournament, but I had a sort of close games versus Okamid, who's I think the best Pikachu in England certainly, but used to be the best Pikachu I think in EU. Actually, I think he pretty much had me dead to rights game 1 with my Puff. Like, he should have beat my Puff basically. And then game 2 and 3 I played DK and Ices and won way more like handily than with my Puff. So those were kind of my pools. Everyone else not super noteworthy games, but this was my first game in bracket on Sunday. In round 2, I think Shinzou beat someone to get here. I don't remember who. I should probably have the bracket on the left. Well, I'll get it later. Hot set. All the Finnish people were looking from the side like, why is there a DK on the screen? And I was like, I don't know. I feel like DK might do better against Zelda than Puff. Shout out to the double waveland there. The Zelda did not care about it. Just put out a hitbox. Delayed. A lot of the time the double waveland is actually bad against players who have slow reactions, because they assume that they can react to Puff's waveland, which they can't, but then because they do assume that, they hit the delayed approach from you. So against people who with fast reactions you can bait them with the double waveland, but with people who like don't know how fast Puff actually is, you'd probably just wanna default to actually approaching them. This tournament in general, the movement was pretty sleek. Sometimes not perfect, but I feel like I felt like I was moving fairly well. The punish wasn't everything I wanted, but the smash down on this F smashes is crazy. Like, I don't play against Zelda. Like, why was I ready for the F smashes every time and like smash the item them? Well, that's a rest. That might have just been like a I'm up 3-1, like, let's not throw this by whiffing rest 4 times against a character that has, like... Zelda has, like, one of those roll setups, right, where you can, like, get the last hit of the F smash and kill at, like, 50, so... I just didn't want to deal with that, I guess. Also, what's up, Lancelot, aka Hugo? I will be reading chat a good amount during these matches. I feel like, especially the early matches, there might not be that much to say, especially in like DK versus Zelda. Like, I don't know how much we're gonna be able to analyze DK versus Zelda, which is coming up here. One thing I learned is that DK doesn't really have up throw cargo up throw up air against Zelda. Like, that's maybe the biggest like weakness of DK in this matchup. Like, you can't kill Zelda from a throw like that easily. Everything else is really easy. Like, your areas are just better, like, you live long. So... And this stage, I feel like, in this matchup, this might be like one of Zelda's worst stages in the matchup. Because you can't abuse your survivability in any way. And DK can sort of edgeguard Zelda in a weird way. Like, all the ledge stuff, like, punching from the ledge, and you can even like turn around punch in the air and like back air her off stage. Her air mobility is so... Oh, the shield break setup. That was actually sick. Random forward air killed at 60. I actually hate when DKs do like forward air callouts. It's like, okay, like, good job getting that frame 21 like aerial onto the opponent, but I did it like a couple times this tournament, and I don't know what compelled me to do it. Aerial up B. It is sort of funny how people, just the past few years, have like realized that DK's aerial up B is actually crazy. That was not even close. I feel like that was the up throw where I realized, ooh, sick up B. I think that up throw I realized like, oh, I have to do like grounded up throw. I think Zelda is sort of like Puff, where like there's very few characters in this game that DK can't like up throw up air. I think it's like Zelda, Puff, Luigi. Who else? Like I honestly can't think of that many other characters. I think Samus, yeah, Samus. And that might be it, honestly. I think everyone else, pretty much. Maybe Kirby. I don't... No, Kirby you can ground it up from. I don't remember the... Shinzou was kind of doing a comeback here. I think there was a... Yeah, can't even get it there. Almost made it back. I think I saw Shinzou doing pretty well against Frenzy as well in pools. So Shinzou was kind of cooking this tournament. Not against the Puff, but you know that was one game. F smash? I should have just F smashed. It might have been a game. It might have just been a close game, but either way. Yeah, with Zelda's drift, she probably would be dead. I kind of just forgot about her bad drift there. Or maybe assumed that Shinzou could like drift downwards and then like go... I was giving too much credit there. Down throw? Yeah, that ain't gonna work. I think Zelda's still really bad at coming down, so... Game 3, I honestly... I think I thought about going Marth maybe, but Shinzou kind of picked the stage quickly, and I didn't feel like quitting out, so I think that's the reason why I played 2 games of DK in a row, because the matchup is not that fun. This matchup, like... Ooh, okay, well that... I guess there are percent ranges where that works. Yeah, I think... for the punish on stage, DK should definitely go for punch or F smash instead of grab this matchup. In most matchups, at 100 it doesn't matter, like DK can kill you in 7 different ways, so the grab is just the most consistent, like old reliable type stuff. I don't mind the read there from me. The 4 there I kinda don't like. Edge cancel? Sort of predictable. I feel like every time I see a DK ledge jump, it's just gonna be a double jump into an edge cancel. I feel like they don't... Nothing else is coming out of that option. That was... Shinzou definitely could have mashed out there. I just love the jump cargo throw, like both people just waiting. The elevator ride, you know. Kind of feel bad for Shinzou. I feel like I've smashed the out of every single like smash attack this set. With Puff the F smashes, with Zelda the up smashes. That was a good teleport like from the ledge there. That was weird neutral. I don't know why I did double jump down there. Maybe caught the double jump there. Well, alright, that was my round 1. And next up we have Solar Battle vs Nobody. This set I started with Marth instead of... I think this was my only set where I didn't start with Puff. And I don't think there was any real logical reason to it. I think it was pure vibes. Just sort of felt like playing Marth. The Marth was playing kinda ass this tournament, honestly. It got a game against Astar, it beat Pricent's Marth, but I feel like that was mostly because of like big openings. I feel like nobody was playing... The neutral they were playing was not bad, but they were just kind of messing up a lot of punish versus me. That's how I remember it, at least. Mostly I remember, I think the last game or the second game, it was Puff versus Fox on Yoshi's, and what a horrible tech chase, jeez. And it was a 4-minute game, like 4-minute Puff, Fox on Yoshi's is crazy work. Especially since both of us we were both like approaching constantly, so I think both of our punishes were just dog shit that game. What was that up smash? That was a crazy up smash. Forward throw up smash. I think Marth can actually react to forward throw up smash. Also forward throw down tilt, but you have to have really like tight reactions to get that reaction and not whiff on DI way. Nobody's getting. I think they're getting up there. They're getting better. Ken combo? Oh, slow as fuck. Dash attack, that was no reaction, that was a read. Forward air. I was like super locked into the forward air there, so I didn't even think about down. Okay. Didn't even think about down tilting there, I guess. One thing I was not super happy about this tournament was my ledge dashes with Marth. Usually my Marth can get like 2 to 3 galint fairly consistently, which some of you might not believe, but I've been training it. I use the C-stick claw method, like it's pretty good. But this turn in, like, especially against Pricent, I feel like they just execution checked it every time. Nice tech. Could have probably leave it with better drift, or at least gotten a second chance at life. Like there, the down smash didn't even hit my ledge dash. Up smash, I don't know why I didn't get the good tipper hitbox. Classic Marth Fox, just get reversaled. Pretty reversal heavy matchup on both sides. Kinda differently though. Fox is more frame disadvantage. Marth is more like spatial weirdness. Hurtbox shifts maybe. Up tilt. I am a self-admitted up tilter. What the fuck was that? Yeah, 17th losing to me and friends is... That's tough. Neko has a Jim Morrison and Yogurt. Those are all good wins. Yogurt beat Pipsqueak 3-0 in losers. I feel like that's pretty impressive. That was so high up. This is the long ass fucking Puff game. I think at this point my Puff was maybe a little rust. Shy Guys, really. The Puff was a little maybe not warmed up versus Fox here. More prepared for the Zelda matchup than Fox. I thought the Shy Guys would... I think I might have thought that the Shy Guys messed up my follow-up there as well. Weird refresh from nobody. Little... I don't mind the grab. I don't think Fox can really kill there, so... It's maybe not terrible risk reward to get a stock trade. They grab some platforms. I guess I had just had a read that nobody would full hop at least once. On this stage, since the side platform is so low, the hunger box grab, yeah, the H box grab, it actually works. Fairly, it's not that inconsistent. I'm not gonna say it's gonna work consistently because it is kind of like a nonsense outplay, but it can work. Also, I feel like none of the Foxes were like up throw up airing me this tournament. I feel like I got hit with only like one up throw up air. I think it was like Pricent single hit up throw up air or something. I gotta rest that. Yeah, I think it's definitely worth throwing a gamble as well if like Puff you're at high percent. Like, I'd rather hit a gamble and die than like get full hop back aired for playing like the spacing game. A weird back air there. Alright, I'm back. I didn't see the ledge situation. Dude, 2 times this match. The Shy guys. I think this I honestly don't mind the stage for this matchup. Also, Fox's up B. I just don't understand why Fox's up B has to be that big. Like, it just beat my forward there. Clean. Not even a trade. It's crazy. I'm feeling I was about to say an edge cancel, but it wasn't. Literally mashes from my nair. I think in most cases my up should have hit there. Double waveland maybe? No. Nobody and you were the only players I played friendlies at Valhalla. I played nobody at SAP. I remember. Pretty fun session. I'm sort of... I thought that might have been like a weak forward situation, but I guess not. Oh my god. I gotta get that those fast falls on the nairs consistently. That is such a huge drop. Didn't watch live, but now is a good time to watch as any. I guess. The best stuff is definitely not at the start. I feel like as the tournament goes on, I definitely play better. Not amazing or anything, but pretty good play, honestly, from me. Especially relative to the other days. Like, I played Frenzy and Triff on Friday, I think, and they were just fucking me up, and I was like, can I even hang with these guys? Like, I feel I felt totally outmatched in terms of like actually playing the fucking executing. What a waveland down there, actually. Oh my god, the scrubbiest fucking side B of all time. The hack stash was... Oh my god! I'm like trying to play fast, but like... I mean, I guess it's kind of working. I feel like I just suddenly started playing confident for no reason. Like, what happened? I felt the F smash coming. I think I might have missed the pivot F smash initially, and then like just forced it afterwards. Were you even entertained by the Puff Dido? I feel like even for Puff Dido standards, it was like sort of not the most exciting. Now Hungrybox versus SDJ. Now that's a good. No, that's a Puff Dido right there. I think a trio where the winning Puff is only drifting back is maybe not the best. But the commentary, I was listening to the commentary back, and one of the other commentators was getting all philosophical, like, what is life, and all that shit during the match, so that was kind of entertaining. Yeah, I could tell Jamie was kind of tilted during the match, but we'll get to that later, I guess. Oh my god, the walk forward, nothing. The scam Maunari, you not part of the Peach Mafia or whatever. Why would you up air that? Okay, I gotta go back. Who here is thinking double jump up air? Did anyone see? Check this out. Who's here like, I refuse to this is not a reaction. That was instant. What the fuck was that? Who reads, okay, the Marth is going to whiff an up B and I'm gonna immediately up air that shit. There is something wrong with you. I like the pivot nairs from me there. I thought the spacing was good. I like the air dodge as well to not use up the side B height. They were probably mashing, yeah, but still pretty crazy. Next up, me versus Noon. Noon, if you're into chat, close your eyes or whatever. Maybe don't. I don't know. Maybe don't. Maybe learn from the match. The main thing I remember from this set is that in the warm-up, Noon couldn't get a single down throw for there as Dr. Mario. He like whiffed it 6 times. And I was like, okay, maybe he... I don't know. maybe that's a bad sign. Maybe it's just, who cares, it's warm-up, but... That sort of ticked me onto like, the fact that like... Maybe not playing their best. Although it hit them there, so... I don't know, what the fuck do I know? Oh, I think I missed my L cancel on the up air there. Dr. Mario, I'm not the best at this matchup. I've played it a decent amount actually, but... I feel like it's sort of like one of those puff matchups where... If the Dr. Mario is actually good, you like... Don't really wanna ever drift in. Unless you have like a really high reward read incoming. Crazy forward air there. So... Yeah, leads, it should be GG pretty much. But for me it isn't. I'm just not good at playing leads. Honestly, even though like I know I've done like good against Peach players and like everybody says that, oh Puff, you get a 1% lead, you can't do anything. I can't keep that shit. Like I'm gonna get turnipped. I don't know how to like keep that focus to like clank and like avoid shit and keep on the ledge, and it's tough for me. So, and I think it's for everyone, but like relatively for me, I have my strengths are like killing people, you know, resting and like actually moving around. So I just haven't built that. I just haven't trained that muscle, I guess. I think that was a teeter cancel, right? Yeah, that was a teeter cancel right here. I don't think it matters because, well, I don't think this would have auto-cancelled. So you get to act out earlier. Noon could have shielded it, but... Oh, what a punish! The jab into spot dodge read. That was badass, Noon. And on purpose, right? Like you were trying to like be epic and stuff, right? The dash jump rest... No, I don't think from the nair. The nair is very low hit stun. From a downer, yeah. Like, teeter cancelling a downer gives like 14 extra frames of hit stun or where the fuck it is. For neutral air, like... And the problem with the dash jump rest at low percent is that you can't react to the position. You just have to do it immediately. You know, rest is like... The problem with rest is that it's a super small hitbox. It's one of the smallest hitboxes in the game, so... You have to like kind of waste frames on reacting. Also, on platforms it's actually better to dash shield drop rest. You save a couple frames there. And you get to fall below from the platform, which makes you die later from rest punishes. This match, I just forgot how to crouch cancel against Luigi. Like here, I had a perfect, I had a rest, but I don't know, I just wasn't focusing, I guess. But the good thing is that even if you don't play this matchup that well, Luigi just has really bad disadvantage. Puff can edgeguard really well in this matchup. And sometimes, obviously, Luigi gets back with RNG, but... The main point is that Luigi can't edgeguard you. I mean, honestly, the more I play this game, the more I'm like, Luigi kind of sucks ass. That was definitely a pound, by the way. Don't worry about it. In this matchup, I sort of like juggling from the side more than... Okay. I don't know, I did that play, but I wasn't expecting that rest. But like, Luigi, his downer is actually huge, so... I sort of like more... What happened this game, Noon? Well, I guess it's just gonna be one of those games where like... One edgeguard and 3 rests is all it takes. But anyway, Puff has a big back air basically, and good area mobility. In case any of you didn't know. I remember the head shake after that forward smash. Definitely try to be a down smash. Although the down smash still would have got arrested, but at least you would have gotten a 14% or whatever. I remember I got owned like the first 20 seconds, and then I think I just get like a single juggle. And it all kind of just starts from there. Back air? Gotta sweet spot those. White Dog versus Ganon. Yeah, true, that made... I was kind of surprised it wasn't the Mario on Yoshi's. Forgot the counter pick rules. Fair, fair. I mean, Dr. Mario and Mario, they're probably like pretty... I would have kind of assumed they're kind of equally good versus Ganon. Ooh, the cancel, I didn't act out of it immediately, but... Oh, get double jump down aired. That's the Ganon classic. Sort of sloppy aerials incoming from me, but I think the delay just caught Noon off guard. Oh my god, they read me so hard, but like... I just did my aerials. You can't watch this anymore? That's what I said, close your eyes. Maybe... just back air here? Yeah, that get up attack could not have been intentional. Ooh, the empty land was actually sick, but it didn't work. I love it when Ganons use forward tilt. That's like one of my favorite Ganon moves. It's gotta be forward tilt and neutral air. Oh my god, only getting openings with reversals. Nice ledge refresh there. Oh, read the spot dodge. Down air? Another down air? Ah. Down air edge cancel? No, just... What is with this up smash? It's the weirdest neutral of... the weirdest neutral of all time here. Why was I ready for the cape and immediately grabbed? The Rolex of Ganons. Don't say that, Fuzziness. It was a good game, hey. Oops, that was the wrong button. What the fuck? Here. Let's put the commentary high enough so where we can hear if there's like screaming or something. Yeah, Noon, you... I feel like you kind of... I saw you play versus Pipsqueak. I feel like you were moving a bit more there. Can I fucking get this fucking layout out of here? Does this work? No? Twitch player. Oh, now it works? There you go. You didn't miss anything in those 5 seconds. I think it was... maybe a single back air was hit. This match, me and Jamie, I think we might have waited for... maybe over an hour for this match on stream, honestly. I was just sort of... my prep was watching Northern Line on my phone. And... during the set, I wasn't listening to game audio. I was listening to Northern Line during the set as well, so... I feel like in these floaty matchups, audio cues are not important, so what's more important is just keeping sane and, like, sticking to your game plan and try to playing patient, so... against Puff, against Peach, against Samus, those kinds of matchups, honestly, I feel like just putting on, like, maybe even podcast or something. Just something to keep your mind kind of occupied in the... while you have a lead or whatever, can be useful. As, like, dumb as that sounds. I feel like that's kind of just the truth of the matter for me personally. Yeah, Puff. The matchup is weird because you can like if you use up double jumps, the neutral air becomes better and the forward air becomes better as like faster pokes than the back air in terms of coming up and down and stuff, but in theory Puff can also just like anti-air with up air or up smash, so that kind of aspect of it is not the most developed. A Dutch Sheik player did that and she won a tournament as a result. Yeah, I feel like just any kind of way to keep yourself in the game and not like... I wouldn't say burn out, but like just kind of keep yourself engaged, and you know, everyone's different in terms of that, but I feel like I used to only listen to music, but nowadays I feel like I kind of get bored of just listening to the same songs or whatever. Like it doesn't like lock me in anymore, so for me now it's like game audio or like at Smash Sauna I was listening to a philosophy podcast about like ancient philosophers during the top 8. But that was also partly because I only slept like 4 hours, so I was just like kind of trying to keep myself awake with that. You might be more engaged with the podcast rather than the game. Yeah, but like in Melee your hands are doing most of the work anyway, you know? Like, especially in this matchup, like, the only really hard read I have on Jamie is that if I have a lead, I'll be better at like abusing that than Jamie, maybe. And Jamie sometimes does random F smashes on the ground, so you can sort of take the throw and like keep shield, especially at like kill percents from F smash. That's about it. Like, there's not like super crazy habits to abuse in this matchup, which is part of the reason why it's like one of the most honest matchups in the game. Sometimes I enjoy that part of it, you know. It's like, in a way, it's like just pure fighting games. It's like, are you gonna back air, are you gonna neutral air, or are you gonna like go away? And every time you win that interaction, you get 12 to like 20%. This is maybe the most gimmicky part, was like the drill battles. Like one Puff drills and the other's like, oh, you're also at kill percent, so I'll drill you. That might be the only kind of like gamble-ish type situation in this matchup. Ooh, Jamie tried it. Maybe an F smash there would have worked. Let me see. Maybe there the iconic Jamie F smash would have worked. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sometimes I do get tilted. I feel like every English Puff. All the English Puffs, they're F smashers and they're forward air monsters. They're like approaching forward airing all the time. And I get annoyed by it, but it is also pretty good. Not okay. There it is. But I don't think it's that great. But like Puff's F smash is one of the best F smashes in the game, unfortunately. Or I don't know. The way it's good, I kind of get annoyed by. Like Marth's F smash, I don't mind as much, weirdly. But Puff, it's like it just sort of goes everywhere. It's super strong. Like it's kind of just an annoying Hail Mary. Whereas with Marth, it feels more like a calculated risk. Because maybe with Marth, it's because it actually goes everywhere, but also you have like a spacing component to it. Puff, if you hit anyone, you just kill them, basically. It's so strong. That was so... How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What a timing mix-up. Yeah, in this matchup I feel like shield pokes are way more high reward than grabbing people. I feel like Jamie is sort of okay with just forward throwing in the Ditto, which is fine, I think, especially at lower percent, but then like once the opponent is at like 90, 100, 110, like the forward throw is not gonna do anything. Like it's not gonna kill, and you're not gonna get an edge guard out of it, you're not gonna juggle Puff. Especially in the Ditto, so you could have rested there maybe from the forward throw, you know. That might have been one situation where it could have worked, but I like more like delaying the interaction or like trying to get a shield poke down there instead, or like waiting out to like get some sort of like more meaningful interaction. Since the forward throw basically only gives you 10% and stage control, which is not that valuable in this matchup. Down air can be a gamble, but it depends on the position. For example, if there's a ledge nearby, you can just edge cancel and make it not like a gamble at all. But on center stage, the down air can be punishable, depending on like shield DI and drift and everything. The move is like minus 15 on shield, it's dog shit, so... A lot of it depends. This matchup is like Smash 4? No. This shit is melee. I so disagree with the people who say that floaty matchups are like Smash Ultimate Smash 4. Maybe it's just because I'm actually moving around, unlike in those games where you can't really move around. Like in Ultimate you can't even like do jump drift back drift in. I hope people understand that, like it feels really different. And in the way that maybe you don't have as many combos, I think it's true, and frame disadvantage is like different, and stage control, you know, since you don't have edge guarding, it's like, you know, you just get the ledge and you get back, you know all that. Maybe that is sort of similar, but it is still very as someone who played those games at a high level, it is really different still. But this is very different from a Fox Ditto as well, so that's just melee. Yeah, sure. I feel like in some of the top tier melee matchups, it's like it is sort of really reversal heavy, and like who gets the like made up fucking opening instead of a sort of more traditional fighting game values, I guess. But you know, both are still about hitting the opponent at the end of the day. Or sometimes not hitting them at all, when you have hit them enough previously in the game, I guess. Yeah. The game is... Melee is definitely... You gotta gamble in this game. Or, not every time, but it's good. If you wanna win, you should gamble. Educatedly. There you go. That's the up smash I was talking about. Like double jump neutral air, it's pretty good, but Puff's up smash at the end of the day it is an anti-air, and it's not the best, but it gets the job done. Especially if it kills, it's like pretty good to look for it. In Street Fighter 6, that sometimes happens. You know, drive rush and what's that Ken fucking jump kick or whatever. That's pretty rare at high level nowadays, but there definitely are just fuck you buttons in a lot of other fighting games as well. Now, if you're talking about like Street Fighter 2, maybe not in that, but you know, a fighting game, it's not that much fun if you don't have like ways of calling people out quickly. Yeah, I really hate how Fox up smash, it is in that annoying area of, yeah, technically it is punishable on shield, but like as DK you have to get like a frame perfect fucking wave to shadow shield grab to punish that, or a frame perfect down air out of shield. Like in a game with no buffer, that shit is so annoying. Same with Fox up tilt. Like in melee, execution is a completely new dimension to the risk and safety and like risk reward of every interaction, which is just not true in like modern games as much. Yeah, Dragon Lash, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, it is reactable, but also if you get a counter hit Dragon Lash, you can just like win the round off that. So it's definitely worse than like drive rush, medium kick or whatever, but it is there even if you don't have meter. I haven't looked at the match, by the way, that much. Sorry. I feel like I'm sort of just doing the same thing. I feel like Puff has a hard time. The Puff in the air doesn't need to use up jump squat frames. So Puff has 5 frames of jump squat, so your aerials are slower from the ground than from the air. And if you do double jumps, your jump is also lower, so you can faster just rise and do a rising aerial against the opponent. So the matchup is kind of weird where the aerial Puff is sort of in more control, despite the fact that the grounded Puff has like technically more options with grounded attacks. But that's just a fact. That's just kind of sort of because Puff doesn't have, you know, that many good grounded. What's the word? Ways of calling you out. Puff doesn't have a Marth up smash, Fox up smash, etc. Similar thing happens in the Puff vs Falco matchup, where like Puff being in the air above laser range is pretty hard for him to deal with, since he doesn't have a fast jump squad, doesn't have like Fox's up smash. So he's also sort of similar to Puff, where he can actually have a hard time calling out people. So he more relies on just keeping the ground like safe and then like forcing the opponent to go high enough or in a spot where like then he can just set up the wall more easily. Well, there you go, the teeter cancel shield. I don't think I really got any super good punishes of the teeter cancel shield, but it's really nice to be able to initiate the down air and see if you have like an auto cancel spot or an edge cancel spot, and if the opponent you seem like they're gonna anti-air you, you can just teeter cancel shield, and it's like frame zero ending lag on your aerial, like, and if they do a single hit aerial, you can actually get a punish. So I think it's pretty strong as Puff. I think it's pretty good with Marth as well. You can sort of see where, like, for example, Marth maybe downer edge cancels or something, and people like preemptively put a hitbox out there, or like after the downer they try to whiff punish. In that sort of spot, the teeter cancel shield would also be good. Jamie lands way too much. Yeah, maybe just not. It's a bit unintuitive, the double jump thing. Like Puff having lowered, Puff being a multi-jump character, and also like the 4 frames being really important for her because of back air being so slow. Well, not so slow, but fairly slow. It likes. It's a bit unintuitive, and even like if you watch Hungrybox, sometimes he just plays like kind of more grounded than he should, or sort of forgets about these kinds of things. Yeah, and landing lag as well. Although Puff is only really going to be doing rising aerials in this matchup, pretty much. Like, late back air is insanely rare in this matchup. There we see the Tomahawk. Not bad at that percent, I think, from Jamie. Just did it the wrong way. Weird forward there from me. I was not expecting that from myself. Look at this. Let's see. I think it's here? The double jump up into like empty drift left forward there. I feel like I haven't done that. I don't do that commonly. That's like a weird sequence of aerials. I like the light shield from me there. The double wave dash back was also funny. Maybe just only looking out for the Jamie F smash out of shield. Like, I was expecting the wave dash out of shield F smash. There we go. How did that not poke? That was so stupid. Puff had like a skittle for a shield. I definitely like dash attack there more for weave punishing. A little underrated, like dash attacking out of crouch for weave punishes. Alright, we've done 20 back airs with no one hitting each other. At this point I was like, okay, Jamie's like really... I guess I'll just have to play the Word of Attrition. Even though I've already been playing that. Oh my god. Got the poke, either way. I think the poke worked there because I crossed up way more than the last time. Last time I was sort of in the center of Puff shield. There I went right to left to right back again, so... That's probably the reason why it worked better. Don't like the forward air there. Little... That was a greedy neutral air. I think I should have just... That's actually a big 10% in this matchup. Surprising amount of knockdowns from like weird hits this matchup. I could have just hit there. At this percent, I'm super okay with just taking a throw. Like this is the percent where like after a hit, after like any hit where the other puff is maybe grounded, I'm just gonna shield. Yeah. Yeah, we punish resting from the air is like it can happen. Yeah. Like I played the Philip bot and the Philip bot, it like it whiff punishes Marth F smash from the air pretty consistently. Whoa, leg spike. The just unintuitive part is that it really depends on whether Puff is rising or falling or how many double jumps you have and the drift, and so it's pretty hard to consistently like whiff punish rest stuff out of the air, but that's why it's way more common out of crouch or whatever, because the situations are less variable. Yeah, this is I'm only gonna be looking for back air here, pretty much. Maybe a little downer edge cancel to just kind of bait the opponent. Really hard to justify any kind of gamble here as the leading puff, especially with 2 minutes on the timer. Well, 2 minutes pretty unlikely to time out, but you know, it still I think it still puts pressure on the opponent. At least most people. Maybe not. Maybe if I was playing Trif, he would be like, yeah, whatever. But oh, there you go. I feel like that's pretty much the final nail in the coffin. Trif would still camp with 1 second on the timer. Classic. Hey, good waveland from me. Not bad. Next up after that was top 8. Before top 8 I had actually a big break. I think it was 1.5 hours, so during that time I ate and took a shower and did like 15 minutes of Uncle Punch. That was sort of my warm-up. I thought about like playing matches or looking at VODs, but I feel like that would have like taken too much energy. I feel like energy conservation, it's pretty important for these tournaments. So when it comes to sleep, when it comes to eating, even something like caffeine, I split my caffeine use a bit more, because I felt like just a big amount of coffee in the morning is not gonna last the entire day. So it was like a little bit of coffee when I wake up, a little bit of coffee in the day, a little bit of coffee before top 8. Like I sort of rationed it, you know, because I think it was at Arca Melee, I had a fuck ton of caffeine before, like, just during the bracket, and I just crashed out pretty much. And in top 8 I played like after the trip set, I played like complete ass. So that was definitely a lesson in like sort of preserving your power level, and also not warming up too much. I definitely want to warm up enough to where I'm moving good, but not so much that I'm like starting to play brainless. Because after too much melee, I just can't make like outplays or whatever the fuck, you know? So just gotta be aware of your own energy levels, which I feel like I was this tournament, at least on Sunday. Leading up to Sunday, I wasn't playing that many friendlies either, but that was partly because I feel like the venue, I just wasn't that interested in playing at the venue, and also had some hand pains as well, so that was also a factor. Astar, I don't think we've ever played in tournament before, actually. We played on ranked a couple of times, and I feel like Astar is that classic like full hop, dash dance full hop type of fox, so I didn't have any super specific game plans other than the fact that like I'll default to playing the platform game to like keep it low variance, and depending on how that goes, kind of go from there. This first match I feel like I had sort of a shaky start, but then throughout the match it got a little bit better. Maybe could have RTC'd from that up tilt previously, but I think it would have had to be in a read since it was so far. I feel like Puff could leave that maybe. Power food also really important. Power food, great sandwiches and smoothies in Copenhagen. Could have CC'd there. Versus these full hop foxes, like I feel like good CC game is so important. Like even a single like if you can identify that the fox is not like drilling that much, like using ASDI down and CC grabs, like you have to be so precise. Oh my god, I read that so hard. Just missed the up throw.
But yeah, Astar and EUrank went crazy. But yeah, if Astar makes it to Grand's winner's side or winner's
Kind of surprised neither of those aerials hit. Such a bad pound. Oh my god. I hope I don't do any more of those. Jesus. I've become like, oh! We have to go back for this. I was happy with this. Even though I didn't get a punish here. The down air. Oh, the fox is gonna hit. Teeter cancelled. Because of that, didn't get punished. So I like that. There also, I think... this should have worked. Here up tilt, I should ASDI down with the C stick. So I get ASDI down immediately. Because Fox... It's pretty committal for him to up smash here immediately. To CC back air. So... I like up tilt as long as I ASDI down here quickly, but... Didn't work out. It's definitely like my default to up tilt after back air. But... And I don't think it's terrible. I think versus Fox the up tilt is fairly strong. Risk reward. There we was too slow. Maybe should have mixed it up more. That's probably true. My kind of feeling was just that Astar is... They're not playing that fast in the scrambles, so the up tilt would probably catch them. That was my like sort of assumption, which is why I defaulted to it. If I thought they were faster, I would probably delay the aerial and wave dash more. Maybe empty lad wave land even. Yeah, my sort of assumption with Foxes is to... who don't play the matchup that well is just sort of that... They'll probably get caught off guard by some of these things. And since Puff has really good risk reward on, you know, at times... At least against people who don't like... have the super flow charts against Puff. It was the first Marth match of the top 8. Playing a little weird. Like that pivot, I don't know what that was really. A little too much F smash maybe, but I don't mind the F smashes from my Marth generally. How did that miss? That would have been so cool. That would have been like the one... I don't think I got any highlights this tourney, but... I would have enjoyed it if this down air hit, but look at that. The fucking swoosh is inside the fire. How did that not hit? Anyway. I got annoyed at that. Fucking Fox, you know, fucking Fox. Really weird up air off stage. Maybe a little eager with Marth this tournament. But, you know, it's something to work on, I guess. Not a bad debut, I think, for the Marth. The DK technically not the debut, but I think the DK is... I don't think the DK lost a single game, actually, now that I think about it. So... Technically, my best character was the DK. Marth and Puff each lost one game. Also, we gotta see if that was close. How close was that? Sick F smash. Sick F smash. That was so close as well. Oh my god. I was like pixels away from being like the sickest Marth this game, but instead I'm like just kind of okay. Ooh, maybe snap back there. For up B or side B, or maybe just a miss input. I like the reset with the platform waveland. little bit of a dog shit down forward smash. If the fox was in the corner, I wouldn't mind, but in center, that's just bad. Tap jumps? Makes sense. I get those a lot as well. You don't notice it as much with Puff, but with characters who only have 2 jumps, it's really annoying. Okay, dash dance grab. My Marth is not a dash dance grab Marth. So, happy with that. Also, in that combo, here, this is definitely a shield drop 4 there, as a default. Like, I think, against a secondary Marth in top 8, most people are not gonna be DIing away there. And if they are, maybe I should do, like, an up B instead of a non-tipper F smash. So that's just something to keep in mind. The platform fucking approach Andy here. Definitely... I'm pretty happy with the platform play with my Marth. Definitely have more to work on with the ground game. Let's dash up tilt. Shield drop Nair. My problem with Nair to up B is that if the Fox is aerial, it's basically just RNG whether you get the sour spot or the sweet spot. And it might be like punishable on hit, you know. Single hit Nair up tilt or single hit Nair into like read their double jump, maybe, but I don't like the Nair into up B. I'd rather just do the up B. The Donkey Kong Astar after the set was like, was the Donkey Kong disrespect? It wasn't. Donkey Kong is like arguably my second best character some days. Like, he's a good character against Fox on Stadium, I think. At least if there's no transformations. Little, like, inefficient at times here, but, like, I think the DK... I think my DK, you know, arguably... You know... I think it's a good DK. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, up B, maybe at higher percent. In this specific instance, I think... On Stadium and FD, I think DK is genuinely like character. The Ganon is not disrespect. Dude, I have a good... Best Ganon in Europe. Who's better? Fucking... It's not your Ganon or fun. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, no, Sheiks ain't gonna... My DK is different. You know? I'm gonna fuck up the Sheiks. I got a win on Max's Sheik on ranked with my DK. So... Results don't lie. Also, Junebug did beat J-Mook. Also beat Crudo, so like... Who's coping? I don't know. It's a dogshit matchup though, that's not coping, that's definitely the truth. DK has some bad matchups. And Fox is, I think, a losing matchup, but... This matchup is way better than Puff Fox, honestly, I think. Especially on FD. Like, DK is about 400 times better against Fox on FD than Puff. No joke. Punched. You only need a couple charges to have a real overshoot with DK, which is nice. Little too much down B with my DK. That was my main... these are like call-out secondaries. You know, my DK with the punches and the down Bs, and my Marth with the F smashes. Which is by design. I'm not trying to be like a Zane who's like, oh, I'm playing neutral. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna outplay the... No. I'm gonna fuck you up immediately. I'm not trying to think about it. That's what that punch was about. Let's just shield. Ooh, let's just down. I should do that more. Ooh, baited. I don't kill from this grab because I fuck something up, I remember that. But still, I mean, what is this, 100% or something? 104 from a grab. That is pretty good, hey. I think the commentator said something about disrespect there as well.
Astar beats Astar and then this...
Definitely a misinput there. Downer edge cancel is gonna lose to Firefox because, of course, Fox players need that. What? The back air, I think it was here.
I can't believe this is working.
No, Fox is not. Here we go. This is the back air you're talking about. So Fox is not gonna go onto the platform here. He can wiggle it, he can up B, whatever. I think it might be legitimate to take the juggle here and up B, but if Fox doesn't fast fall or shine stalls, you will get drilled and die. So I think it was a reasonable position to put it into an edge card. If the Fox was lower, I would definitely agree, but here I think that was maybe it. If you were talking about this one, I don't think. I just think I didn't react to the CC. I think in theory I can up smash here, but I think the back air is fine. Especially since I should have had a kill here. Like, I just mistimed the downer by a couple frames. The problem is just that in the moment, like, seeing up airing Fox at 100 is not gonna make you be like, okay, I'm ready for an up B, because he should go like high up. Like, Astar messed up his shield or shine or whatever. Up air there probably would have killed me. Ba, 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 ba. Next up, it's Winners Finals. Winners Finals might be the weirdest set I've ever played. I think it was here. Right? Was it here? Winners Finals, yes. Pricent, I think in this set they were basically just they were basically just full hop back airing a lot. Early back air. And so my kind of game plan was that if I shield on platforms, they're probably not gonna like get good risk reward openings from that, while I might get like a shield drop into a mix up. That was my kind of thought process. I think at times I wasn't really following that game plan that precisely. Here, for example, like, let's look at this back air here. I think pretty bad back air from Pricent. Like, if I shield here, this can be shield drop rested. If I wave land here faster, I can grab this. If I keep in shield, I can grab that. So that was kind of my thinking this set, that like, since Pricent is not up airing that much or drilling that much on like platforms or like doing waveland mix-ups, that would kind of be a good default. There I just literally missed my jump. I sort of went into the set with my default of like reading full hops into the corner. I think it wasn't working that crazy well. I think Pricent was mixing it up okay in the corner. That was some bullshit. What even was this? It was just a random like... Okay, like you got a back air into the opposite... Cross up back air at 30% and you just killed me. Like, awesome matchup, bro. Maybe could have asked the drill, but Puff is a circle, so sometimes you just get drilled and it all connects, because I don't know. I'm not like a thin character like Sheik or Marth or whatever. Or DK. Weirdly enough, DK can like get out of drill. I don't really know how the fucking tumble animations in this game work, but they sure are different from character to character. I think that was literally a missed L cancel from Pricent. I think I got out of the first drill, but didn't get my shield grab. Fucking frame perfectly or whatever you have to get against Fox. That's not a real combo. Yeah, it's so weird how, like, Falco shines. Sometimes I think it's... Okay, this was... I actually talked to Pricent about this today,
Even acknowledge each other.
and
They just look at each other.
Pricent definitely should have. If they wanted to win, definitely like the Fox or the Sheik is a better pick here, but I think their kind of like thinking was like sort of similar to mine, where it's like, I don't know, I just feel like playing Marv. Let's play Marv. So it kind of led to this super weird set here. I've never really played a set like this. But it was fun. My defense was pretty awful as Marv this matchup. I was like not ready for. I was not like. How do I say this? Like I hadn't like internalized that. Oh yeah, this is a Marv dealer. Like Marv can call out himself with like big hitboxes with like F smash and shit. Yeah, I think me and Pricent are both sort of like that. Sometimes I'm like the biggest sweat lord of all time, but not this tournament really. This tournament I was kind of just doing my thing. The pivot F smashes were pretty decent this tournament from me. I should F smash there. Neutral B there? Everything is wrong here. I feel like soon. What a pivot F tilt for no reason. We were kind of swinging around at some point, like kind of with no rhyme or reason, but I think that's kind of expected for non-warmed up Marv Ditto. Sick up tilt from me. That was such a fast way to Shadow Shield. Impressive, honestly. Shield drop up air. That downer just beats up tilt. I guess it makes sense. It's still kind of crazy. I think there's a certain spot here where Pricent had me like dead to rights or whatever. Right, I was just literally rising forward airing everything. I was so close that F smash. What a waveland here. What is it here? That was so close. That was pretty clutch double jump waveland double jump back to avoid the F smash into that kill right there. I was really not expecting to make this comeback. After I missed my tech chase right there, I was like, oh. I wasn't thinking I'd lose, but I was like, oh, okay, I'll probably immediately die here, which I didn't. Should have gone for it. Realistically, you should go for the Ken combo there. That was pretty funny. How did I even set up the crazy risky neutral? Oh my god, Pricent. I just realized those are the most crazy, like... What was that? Neutral B and the neutral air were the most risky options in history, maybe. Like, literally just drift off stage and like... I don't know. They were seriously thinking about the Mewtwo. I think a smart choice to not pick the Mewtwo though. Mewtwo DK is fucking dog shit. Not a good matchup for Mewtwo. Shield grabbing knee there. The grab master out here. Jump read maybe? Had it maybe. Ooh. I like that. The shield stop back air actually was pretty good here. This? Wait. Boom. That was so clean. And the puff combo, obviously. I think Pricent pretty much I remember them pretty much destroying me the next two stocks. I might misremember, but I remember there was a forward tilt tech trap. Honestly, maybe up tilt would have been better there instead of the weak knee. Still worked out though. Ooh, interesting back air. Missed my dash. The fucking... That was such a clean... It didn't hit. But from the down throw. This knee was actually sus. They were going for some shit, huh? The fucking pivot knee for absolutely no reason. That was so sick, even though it didn't hit. Oh, there was the F tilt jab reset. Punched. Horrid. Such greedy jumps off stage from Pricent. I feel like default like any old day Pricent would like mix it up a bit more instead of doing like double jump aerials every time off stage with Marth and Falcon. Again, in game in the match I was just kind of thinking, so greedy. Every time off stage, just insanely greedy. Yo, what's up, Creed?
I'm also curious, right? Like,
just watching the weirdest setup ever played here. What do you mean? Oh no, they was so hype. Yo, this was so hype. What do you mean? What do you mean? Hey, DK won in DK. What can you? What's there to complain about? And this was sick. Where did the double jump even go?
maybe not, honestly. We'd have to check back. We do have the slippy files. The hot swap is active.
I don't even know where the jump went, but I fucking got it, I guess.
Yup.
It's just bizarre. It's just the 3 matches in a row was just like.
So the interaction I was thinking about in game 3 was actually that crouch.
It was fun to play as well. Like,
in the air.
it's pretty rare in bracket to like have completely different matchups every game. Like I've had sets in Finland where like I switch character, but like the opponent doing that as well. Yeah, I don't know, Noon. Like I should have bowed. I just switched up. I don't know. The elbow is just too much work for too little gain. Like it's not that much surface area when you fist bump, you know. It's not that unhygienic either way. And I'm not like touching people with that anyway, or like things. Anyway, grand finals. I warmed up a decent bit for this set, although not much puff. It was mostly my ice climbers and my Marth, if I remember, who I warmed up. Maybe my Falcon as well. I kind of was just I was sort of just keeping myself busy and trying to keep myself engaged, not necessarily play that well, if that makes sense. I was just sort of chatting up and, you know, enjoying the vibe. This shit is taking too long.
It was Prison's Falcon. Never mind.
Alright.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was his Fox. I was thinking about
I
Astar.
think
No.
this is a game 1 win as well for me. Pricent definitely more grab heavy this set. I tried the H-box grab hit there as well. Was it even close? I wanna actually check. It's gonna be here. Or I got that time got the full hop and definitely got baited. Could have maybe shield drop up air, but that's a mix up. Ooh, was not expecting a wave. What was that? Wave dash back air there? Crazy ASDI. Could have grabbed there, weirdly enough. What's that? That looked like Sakurai angle. So that was crazy ASDI. Then here, was I crouching here? I think that actually was Sakurai angle because of the weak back air. I fucking hate this game. Can't even hold down nowadays. The aerial's so weak that it becomes too strong for crouch. Like, make it make sense. Sort of bad combo there. Honestly, here, Twitch has such a fucking long, whatever it is, thing. Here, pound. Pound is the secret sauce here. Because if they DI right, it's an edge guard, and if they DI up, you get an extended combo instead of this crap. So, in theory, I guess it's a mix-up, but I think I should do more pounding combos like that. There, maybe reverse back air could have been an edge guard. Pricent had really good side base this set. which were annoying to edge guard a lot of the time.
edge guard situation, and you really need to
In general, maybe should be I should maybe be faster at categorizing people as like, oh, this is a low side beer, this is a high, like, this person like just tanks it and goes high. You know, maybe a little could be a bit more precise with that. I definitely tried the back air there. I just tanked the up B. I sort of don't even know how Pricent got hit with that back air. Maybe ledge dash? Ledge dash shield got me a punish. Got me a fucking kill. Definitely my default is this. Like, what's up Schwab? What's up Boogie? What's up? What was I gonna say? Did really good against people who spam rising aerials. That shield drop. Let's dash shield, I mean. Anyway, let's dash with puff sometimes. It's pretty good. It's not the best. It's not that great, but it's good to mix up. Pricent maybe was spamming down tilt or shine there. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I think Pound should be more... Puffs should do it more like outside of like just only up throw. There's multiple situations where it's good. You have to be pretty ready with it though, because it's a slow move, but here I feel like Pricent's defense was like not very puff specific. Like the wake up shield is like, I would never do that at that range. In theory, maybe it's some, you know, maybe you're like, okay, if the puff is gonna do a dash attack, I'll do that, but you're just trying to avoid dying there. Alright, this I remember. Next two matches I remember I lost.
I think it was Pricent versus I Like Turtles, the Marth.
I would like to. It would be nice to say, oh, my Marth was playing sort of more shaky than the other matches, but he was playing. I mean, he pretty much was playing like this the whole time.
But this is not I Like Turtles.
Yeah, he's not here right now.
Yeah, no.
This is I Like Rest.
But just to give you some
Charge money for VOD reviews like this. Yeah, my own VODs. I don't know if people would be that interested. I did coaching like a couple of years ago, but I'm just not that interested. I definitely tried to slide off forward air there. Instead, I got hit. Overshoot down tilt, that is uncharacteristic of me. Didn't mash out of tumble. Full hop accidentally. Didn't do the dash back. Okay, that was 5 mistakes in a row or something. Pretty bad from me. I like the confidence to ledge dash back. That looks pretty cool, the like backflip empty land grab. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll just die there. Not much you can do. Up tilt. I like the down air there as a reaction. Pivot up smash? Could maybe tipper. Yeah, that was a good... That was like the most memorable, like, okay, that was... Great side B from Pricent. Mixing me up, not going in immediately. I hate getting fucking short up nared in the corner and then like dying at 40. Like, alright, dude. I think Pricent tested my Marth ledge dash every time, so that's also a situation where like definitely should have slightly better ledge dashes than I could have won. Nice spot dodge bait. I really almost got a full combo out of a ledge jump. Down air? Yeah, I knew it. No shot, I just take that up air there. Can combo? Here I get up smash. Look at this. Boom. If I got my shield out, I could have maybe down thrown, maybe get the game, but got execution checked. Happens.
Fox has the invincible move.
Yeah. Okay, actually like more of a normal set now.
Yeah.
Yeah, here gave... I like to do the C stick up little thing on the stage select to give the other person time to like, if they want to change character, you know. Especially since in the last set Pricent changed character every fucking game, so I was like, maybe the fucking Mewtwo will come out now, finally. It didn't though. I think it was all Fox this grand finals. Ooh, finally the up tilt worked. Didn't get anything out of it, but you know. The double jump aerial again. I should just make a note of this. Like if you're playing Pricent, they might just double jump aerial every time off stage. That might just happen. Maybe not, but it might. Greedy as for there from me. I was sort of expecting a double waveland, but it might have been good to just immediately get out of there, since Pricent is like full hop back air heavy, especially at kill percents. Yeah, that is a pretty rare low side B. I feel like most people just immediately side B there, instead of waiting to get to the ledge. There I did the back air into waveland back. I mean wave dash back. Sort of pretty bad text chases this set, I noticed. Like with the Marth you could also see like, I think I die here. I tried to tech both of those, but my triggers did not just work. I don't know what it is with this game, but sometimes I just have this thing where I just can't. I press both the triggers and I just can't tech. Like I do it, it just doesn't happen. I don't know what it is. Like it's not a tech lockout because I didn't do shit, but I don't know. And there I got the situation where like I do the double waveland, but since Pricent is full of back airing, you know, they're just gonna hit me. This match could have gone a bit better, but I think I just had a lack of good openings, like crazy whiff punish here. What's up, Rev? This was a crazy whiff punish. On my fucking jab, I might have been able to spot dodge barely, but Jesus, that is pretty fast. Doing pretty good. I've been very tired this week. Since I had an all-nighter after this tournament. I just forgot to have my hostel for 4 days. I only had it till Sunday, so you know we had an all-nighter and then flew back to Finland, and then I slept 13 hours. Went to work the next day. Now I had a Lost Lemon, the Finnish Kirby player, housed me and Lancelot. We had the homie hook us up for the night. Ooh, good reset, I guess. Horrible DI, Jesus. Guess I wanted wave dash back there. Pricent had pretty good drift. Yeah, I have work, and it's physical work as well, so it was a bit tiring. But the first day was actually not that bad, since I had like, what was it, 13 hours of sleep, so 13 hours is not bad. But the day after that my sleep schedule wasn't like, it wasn't great, so I didn't get good sleep after that. So every day after that I was kind of fucked up. Hopefully next week it'll be better though. Yeah, you got a full DI that. Although, let me see. This position here, I think that might be checkmate. Maybe you can super slide DI so that you barely don't go to the next left platform, but that might be a checkmate, honestly, with RTC on the platforms and like just straight up resting every DI between them. At the very least, I think that's a 50-50 for def. Assuming that the opponent doesn't know how to react to pound. Which I think in theory you can react to pound. At least Setchi said so like 50,000 years ago, so I sort of trust that. The jump range. It's so funny, the jump range like not working at all. I'm not ready from these up tilts to like immediately rest or grab or whatever. I'm just sort of hoping for the easy pop-up. Rest? Please rest. Okay, thank you. This is what I'm kind of talking about, where in this tournament I was going for the easy rests pretty much only, which like sort of worked out, honestly. Like I don't think I missed any rest this tournament, but I also didn't hit any crazy ones. That up tilt, I think 2 Saint actually told me about this up tilt. The fact that it like... I think it's here. Fucking the Twitch player sucks ass. Like, look at that. It goes so far down. It's pretty funny. You can actually use it randomly to like edge guard because it goes so down.
That was an alien up tilt.
Alien up tilt.
Real freak shit happening here in Denmark.
Yeah, and it does help. Even if the opponent like falls down from a down air, if you teeter it, the down air can like scoop you up. There as well. Like, I'm not ready to grab. I was expecting a get up attack.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to just put up that.
I'm always impressed with Fox players who like mash. That was the luckiest up tilt ever. Look at these up tilts. Like, against Astar they weren't working that much, but against Pricent, every one of them was working. Look at this up tilt here. I feel like genuinely I think Pricent like mistimed their up air by like fucking 2 frames or something. You're a madman for going for the trio character strat. It's just what I'm used to at this point. Like at the weeklies, I just switch out characters every match pretty much. So it's kind of like been my comfort like strat for the last half a year or something. Weirdly enough, at the bi-weeklies, like literally 0 rest from up tilt. The success rate is crazy though.
Jab reset needed rest. That was 4 rests, I think, yeah. And now
I might not go for the like trio strat coming at every tournament because like that's a lot of upkeep and like I might just have to like just commit to one of them instead. So only Marth or only DK or fucking Ices or whatever, but I do like having a secondary, especially versus Fox. I feel like this matchup without a secondary is... The stage picks can get really ugly. I am fucking... What was I doing with my eyes? I guess I was just like, oh, he fucking DI'd up for no reason. Okay. Yeah, I go every time there's a bye-week. I think I've gone to every single one of them. I don't think I've missed one, pretty much. Oh, that was an up tilt. That was an up throw. Yeah, Pricent not hitting the up throw uppers. I think they just had that one super clean one against my jab. Now they're kind of... this was sick. Let's see if I can just get it. What is here? What's the movement here? The moonwalk? That was sick, actually. The moonwalk into wave dash back double shine is... That was pretty cool. Or the Charlie walk, whatever. Here, maybe waveland back. Like... Where am I gonna... This is not the best way to handle. Here, waveland back maybe could have avoided the neutral air. This was pretty close to me. That probably should have been me dying. I think I just missed my second pound high up, so I kind of fell down a bit too much. I think I might have been spamming that shit. Edge cancel? Greedy. There I think Pricent should probably go for up airs instead. Like, even at 50 you can kill with an up air, so... The back airs are just kind of... Worst risk reward, I think. Little too obvious with the top platform up there. Low side B? Yeah, finally read it. Maybe Pricent could have done it faster, but still happy to cover ledge there. There, maybe I could have teeter cancel shielded the shine there. Really fast shine though, like. Sometimes I forget that shield drop shine is just instant, basically. Alright. We gotta see the... What's the fucking... I gotta see the pop-off with the... Fucking trophy. Is it even here? Maybe it was already here. Oh, there you go. The trophy? So funny with the drinking. Comical genius. Alright. I think that's about it, really. I don't know... Maybe I should look at the bracket. Nah, I think it's good. So, my general thoughts about the tournament is that I'm happy I finally won a tournament outside of Finland, so that's pretty cool. I'm sort of surprised all the top 100 players kinda played off at Sunday. Like Quang, Frenzy and Triff, I feel like they were like kind of the favorites and they all kind of played off. Me, Rix and Pricent, we kind of played... Well, maybe not Pricent, but we kind of played pretty good. So... And... Happy with the secondaries. I've been wanting to implement my secondaries at tournaments for a long time, so... Happy with that. And... Pretty happy with the movement. I feel like generally, I like... After tournaments, I'm like, oh, I did everything badly. I missed everything, but... The movement was pretty good, and... I feel like... I kept up my energy levels pretty well. Unfortunately, a lot of tournaments is like... upkeeping your physical body to an extent, and that, for me at least, it's required experience out of country. Also the audio setup, I think game audio was a game changer for me, because crowds really fucking annoy me. So just having a way to like log into the game and like have game audio only and not have like fucking English people be like, oh, you missed your rests, mate, here's set lost, mate, like crazy, like complicated crowd, like chants. They're not like out there distracting me, you know. So that was good. I should definitely get like my own like audio splitter set up so that I can just have that every set. He solos, he battles, yeah. Charge the Lancelot. And noon next character you should play at the local should be we need to see the noon Marth, I guess. Anyway, thanks for being here. I think I'll end the stream. I might upload this to YouTube. I don't know. That's about it, really. Thanks for watching this, or if you watched earlier the tournament. And thanks for the support, etc. See ya.